Welcome everybody to another great episode of Real Life Matters. And y'all just follow me and you just get into what we're doing here. We're going out to 12 million households when each of these episodes appear. But to no other further ado, I have somebody here, and she's a reverend, she's a minister, she's a counselor, now she's an author, and she's been doing this for quite a while. And with no other further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Rev Gloria Raynor, and she's the author of the Christmas Inspiration Anthological Poems. So I'm going to welcome her to the show.
Good evening. Good evening, DBoss. And to all the million viewers that you have out there that most likely will be watching and listening, a pleasant good evening coming to you all from beautiful London, Ontario. I hope and trust you're having a great and wonderful day. My name is Minister Coach Raynor from Love Embraces Change Studio.
Wow.
Have a blessed and wonderful evening. Thank you, DBoss.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you've been doing your stuff for quite a while now, and even with the lockdown and the COVID and stuff like that, you've been inspiring people. So what I want to do is I want to get down to some nitty gritty. Like, when did you realize that you wanted to be a writer?
That's a long time now. I've been writing for about 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, more than 30 years. But I was writing for the sake of the thoughts that come to me. And there were times, yes, when I thought, I would like to write. But there were hindrances along the way. So I just kept on writing. And then I remember at work one day, a girlfriend of mine said to me, you should publish. A few other folks said you should publish. And I said, give me a break. And she said, no, serious. I like what you write. It's kind of different from so you should. And then now the year before, I decided I was going to do an Easter book. But with so many things happening, the move and the changes of job and everything, I didn't get around to it. Okay. So I said, okay, put it back on the burner. And last year I said, enough is enough. I said, Lord, if you have talented me with this gift, or if you have blessed me with the gift and the ability to write, I think it's time to publish. And I said, before the year end, I would like to be a publisher. So 2020 went out and I got my first book published all by myself. So for that, I give God thanks. So if we could say, over the years, it was something that crossed my path, but never have what it takes to put it together. So finally, it happened.
Yeah, so, but everybody writes, a lot of people write, but to actually publish a book. So how long did it take you? We'll get into the book after, but how long did it take you to get this book published?
Well, this one was a kind of a crazy publish because I had it a few months with intent to publish it, and a few things happened, and then it didn't get done. And after I talked to the Lord and said I need a book published for 2020, I decided to go back to the drawing board. And I called up a publishing company, and they said, it's too late. You're probably thinking about next year, but not this year. I said, no, I need it out this year. So I have another friend, a mentor, who I give a call and I said, I need this. This thing is edited already. I need it print and published. She said, I'm swamped. I'm booked. I said, okay. Then she said, okay, give me a few days. And she got connected with a friend of hers. And she told her about it. And she called me. She said, girl, it's a very tight one. But because of the recommendation, I'll do it. As a matter of fact, I can mention the name. I don't think they would mind it. Her name is Victoria A. Morgan.
Okay.
She was swamped, and she passed me on to Farah Hutchinson.
Okay.
And this book was done in less than 3 weeks. It was on a different format, but the entire book was reformatted. The cover, the pictures, and everything was reformatted and re-edited.
Wow.
And in 3 weeks, we had it put together and launched it. So it was a lot of work.
Well, it must have been a lot of work because in 3 weeks, so
Yes.
you had to read, how many pages is the book?
It's 131 pages.
Okay.
Sorry, 133 pages.
Okay. So when you went, so that's, you know, for people that want to publish and getting to that, like, is a lot of money involved, or you just have to just bite the bullet?
Yeah, it costs quite a bit because from the researches that I've done, it's anywhere between 3,500 to 6,000.
Wow.
So it depends
That's
on
the
who.
copies.
Huh?
That's the actual copies, or that's the print and
For the
get
print,
copies?
and it depends on the type of book. Because with this book, because it's Christmas, it has several pictures in it, and they're colored.
Oh, okay. So it costs a bit more, and you wanted the colored ones in there.
Yeah, it costs more in doing them colored, and the more pictures you have in the book, is the more costs to get them formatted and placed in the right place within the book. So that I would say about cost, but at the moment, the price that I had it done for is not the price that I would pay if I'd met someone out there.
Okay.
So I was greatly discounted because of the because of the connection.
Okay. So when you publish him, so what did you learn? Like, any lessons from when you were publishing this book? Did you learn anything that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that, next time I do it, I'll do this, or, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot to keep in mind, because number one, sometimes things get crossed, because what really is, like, for example, the edited manuscript, you got to make sure when you're sending out your manuscript that you send the right manuscript. If you have other duplicates, make sure you separate them from the one that you're actually sending to the editor.
Like
and when it's copy. Yes, and make sure it's labeled final copy, because sometimes it gets crossed over and cause further problems in the writing.
Figure out what copy is what.
Yes, so you have to make sure that the copy you send to the editor is a copy that you really want to be edited for print. And then for that process, you need to know exactly what you're looking for. Your size of the book, your font, your type, pictures, non-pictures, and things like that. So there's a lot of things that you need to make sure you have in place before you send it out, because everything that's added to it after you send it out is a cost.
Oh, so now you know that you better have everything ready.
Yes.
Send it.
Yes.
Or there's additional funds that's going to come.
Additional funds, yes. And let's say, for example, if you end up sending the wrong manuscript, and that manuscript is edited, and you discover, then you have to pay to get the proper manuscript edited. So make sure whatever you folks are doing in writing a book, have things organized in such a way that there's no crossover.
Yeah. So I guess did you have a little difficulty with that, or you're okay?
Well, I was okay because it was already edited when I sent it to them.
Oh.
But that's something that was pointed out to me before, to say, make sure the copy is a copy that you need, so that there won't be a lot of frizzle-frazzle.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to come back and ask about this Christmas, the Christmas inspiration. We're going to get in more in depth into the book. So we'll be right back.
Okay. Thank you.
Looking for a TV show that brings you a raw, uncut, unbiased opinion? What about a show providing a platform to tell us about your business or talent? Tune in to Talk It Out, Monday through Friday, hosted by Chill of Come Clean Empire and his co-host, DBoss, Corey Whitmore and DJ Despair, where we bring you not just a TV show, but a TV experience.
Welcome to Real Life Matters. I'm your host, DBoss. Real Life Matters is a power-packed, inspired program that brings you real people with real matters. If you're a company, brand, or artist, we will take you to the next level. Watch Real Life Matters Monday to Friday right here.
Sons and daughters of St. Lucia, love the land that gave us birth, land of beaches, hills and valleys, fairest isle of all the earth. But do we take this Helen of the West for granted? Do we allow strangers to come evaluate our precious stone while we only admire her beauty in glossy magazines?
Today I'm in Fort Collins, Colorado. The location, the views, the overall atmosphere. Bottom line, if you don't enjoy this episode, this series, this location, you, my friend, you're already dead. You just don't know it. That said, my trip includes a tour of what American Legacy Firearms is all about.
No, we like to do one-of-a-kind firearms here at American Legacy Firearms.
Girl, let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Yeah, I'm catching fever, a fever, running on you. Don't wear your body and coiling, girl. I'm not toying with you. I'm a believer, receiver, taking from you. Here's what I wanna do. Girl, let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Push back and let me wine on you.
Well, we're back here with Rev Gloria Raynor, and she's going to tell us about her Christmas inspiration anthology of poems. But I know a lot of people singing, well, we're in the Easter season here. How come we're talking about Christmas? The Christmas poems. So, but she says, this is according to Reverend Gloria Raynor, she says that you could show love all through the year. So can you tell us and emphasize a bit on that?
Well, Christmas to me is not just the 25th of December. To me, Christmas is all about love. And if we look at love, love is something that is celebrated every day. Therefore, Christmas should be celebrated 365 days of the year. Had it not been for his birth, we would not have anything that we have. So in reality, he is love. The pure essence of him is love. And if he is love and distribute love and call us into love, I believe it gives me the right to entitle it Christmas 365 days for the year. So if we stop to think about the word love, it brings in affection, family, friends, relationship, romance, nations loving nations, and nations caring about nations, and people caring about people. So in reality, celebrating Christmas or entitling it Christmas inspiration, we can have Christmas in July, Christmas in August, Christmas. As far as I'm concerned, Christmas is every day. As long as love is existing within your environment, it's like celebrating Christmas because you're celebrating Christ.
All right. So can you show us the book? And it's in Christmas colors. So
yes, it is in Christmas colors.
Wow.
So it's Christmas bells, and it's all in gold and red, and the title Christmas Inspiration.
Well, it's Easter, so a lot of people bought the book with regards to, it's in Christmas, and Christmas is 365 days a year in this, according to your book and to you.
Well, Easter is in it. This book is of such that it tells you about before he got here, after he got here, while he was here, the things he did while he was here, and what happened after he left here. So there's a bit of Christmas, there's a bit of Easter, there's a bit of Thanksgiving, there's a bit of family, there's a little of everything. How we should express love and how we should treat each other on these different occasions, all under the umbrella of love.
All right. So can you read us, maybe since it's Easter, you have a little poem in there that you could read a little part of the book? Or how many chapters does it have, first of all?
It's not by chapters. It's divided into three.
Oh.
Three sections.
Okay.
So
section.
This one probably will fit into Easter, although it's just open to this page. So I'll read this one. It says, accept, because Easter is a time of the crucifixion. It's a time of him giving his love for us and us accepting or rejecting him. So I hope this piece will fit into the Easter phase. Accept or reject him. No matter what you say or do, we believe he came. It is already recorded in books, songs, and history, rooted in the hearts of those who loved and believed in it. So, for those who do not celebrate Christmas, what are you worried about? It is that time of the year when humanity just cannot shut up their bowels of compassion for one reason or the other. We find ways to spread love and show others that we care. Even in our misery, to express love to others, friends, during the season of Easter or Christmas, with or without gifts, and the overflow of spending, let us be intentional in sharing. Sharing what? Love. Spreading joy, peace, and the love of God around. This day is a special day with so much symbolism. It is not just happy holidays. If you do not recognize it and don't want to say Merry Christmas or Happy Easter, then why accept the benefits, the gifts, and everything that comes with the season? The day off, the celebration, the expectation of increased revenue, and the lovely trips, Christmas, shopping, and different nice presents under the tree with those deliciously set dishes. This season, Easter and always, it comes with a bang because it's all about the love of God. Take the time out to create your own tapestry with the love of God. There's one thing for sure, he cares. While browsing through another book, seeing the many unusual stories, just remember, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or any other day is a time to celebrate love because he is love.
Wow. Well, I like the part when you said that if you don't want to say a Merry Christmas or Happy Easter or anything like that, then why participate in receiving and sitting down and eating food? You know, because some people, they don't believe in it, but yet still they're sitting down and they're having the food and the all the stuff that goes with it. So that was a good point.
Yeah, I think the government, the business industry, and all of these places that benefit highly from Christmas with an attitude towards it should shut down the day. And then they will see the revenue that they will lose, the benefits, because Christmas is one of those holidays that even people who don't celebrate it spend. And they had the opportunity to embrace it. And these governments or these, I don't know, left or right wing, whoever they are, who opposes it, they enjoy the gifts. They enjoy the vacation, the overtime, the extra bonuses and stuff. So what's all the fuss about? I think they need to, like every other seasons or every other nations or culture that celebrate without an issue, I think they should leave Christmas alone and be thankful for Christmas that gives them what they have. Without Christmas, they would not have been able to have what they have. So they need to stop arguing and leave the tree, leave whatever it is, and just enjoy what they're getting from it.
Yeah, because people take vacations at Christmas. Everybody's business is all up.
Yeah.
Holidays and stuff. People, you know, well, okay, except for the COVID, but on a regular, everything everybody's got their trip planned out, gone at Christmas, and they're spending their, what do you get, their personal bonuses?
Yes.
And all that stuff. So I don't understand why it's the big deal that people do not want, or they don't want to, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas, but yet still they're sitting at the table having the turkey and everything else.
Well,
So,
yeah, it's a selfish act. If you look at it, it's like we want the gift without the giver.
right.
So it's the same thing with Christmas. If you bring me a Mercedes Benz as a Christmas gift, I don't think I'm going to tell you to take it back. Most likely I'm going to receive that gift.
Right.
But at the same time, I may not even appreciate you the way I should for giving me a Mercedes Benz. I'll probably take it and just treat you like it's nothing. So I think the same thing with Christmas. Christ is the purpose, the meaning, the reason of Christmas. And they want to enjoy Christmas without the Christ. So it's like, get a grip, get a hold of it. Mm-hmm. If you want the package, take all. You can't want, what do you call it, the baby without the water, or the water without the baby. It's a package. Enjoy it and stop complaining.
Yes. Well, we're going to find out a little bit more from Minister Gloria. This is what, for people out there that don't know her, she does her ministration through her poetry, and she actually stands up and she does the poetry and stuff like that. So she has a long record. And she's also a clinical counselor. So, so her books will help you and will, bring you where you have to be at. So when we come back, we're going to find out a little bit more about, how she gets the book, where what we're going to do with it, how it's going to help them. So we'll be right back after this break.
Okay.
So mass torts are any sort of lawsuits that affect people harmed by products. And so my job here is to lead up the investigations on those products, and also help our team, manage our team that answer the phone calls when our clients call in every day, and fix our clients' problems and help them guide the case managers with the issues that they're having with our clients or with the defendant.
I'm putting in a drizzle of oil. When the oil heats up, add in the onion. Once it's tender, add in the pepper and the garlic. Next, I'm going to add in the scallions, the curry powder, and the jeera powder, and the green seasoning.
Amisha, is there any merit to the thought process of people who feel like Larry Klayman? And how do you push the 1619 Project where it doesn't appear as though it's geared toward white people, that they're all a racist and we need to have this revisionist history?
Well, Armstrong, the 1619 Project is geared toward the history of this country in its full array. What we've learned throughout our education systems in America.
Well, we're back here with Reverend Gloria Raynor. And, when you're writing these books, and so how do you relate this book to your clients that come to you for counseling, or, if they're dealing with deep-rooted issues? Because it must have a section of the book that has that, right?
Well, basically, in most cases in life, I realize that one of humanity's major issue is communication, trust, and respect, and lack of love. So I try to relate to folks that when we can get to the place where we learn to love ourselves, we must first understand what it means to love ourselves. Because until we know how to love ourselves, it's impossible for us to embrace others. And if we don't know how to love, then it's going to result in lack of trust, respect, and poor communication. So I normally try to find out the root of the matter that is causing the problem in the relationship or in the communication or in the situation. And I do believe that in anything that confronts us, it cannot be solved until we get to the root of the matter. And most times it's the fact that I don't know how to love, I don't know how to communicate, I don't respect you, and I don't trust you. And by so doing, it's hard for me to reach you at a level where you can understand me. So I believe personal growth and development is essential in our relationship for us to be able to commit effectively to others out there. So as we go through, you try to listen, you make sure you listen, have a listening ear. When they're speaking, allow them the opportunity to speak, hear them out, and then proceed following that with questions or narratives that will either help you to get to the root of what's troubling them and how best it can be resolved.
So you do think that this book is a part of relationship building?
Well, yes, in a way it is, because it tells about God's love to humanity. It tells about how we can reach him by understanding who he is. And it also, at the back of the book, there's a question period where there's room for you to, as you go through the book, to look at certain questions and respond to the question to see how you can improve yourself as a human being.
Okay. All right. So if people do want to purchase the book and, go through there, you can also reach out to Minister Gloria Raynor by yourself. But where can they get the book if they want to buy the book?
It's available on Amazon.com or Amazon.ca.
Okay. So and how much is it about?
The ebook is $9.99, and the paper copy is $30.
Okay, so they can get the ebook. So hey, it's only $10 plus taxes wherever your applicable taxes. And for the people out in the Caribbean, they can get the ebook.
Yes.
So they can enjoy. So has anybody reached out to you since you've got this book out?
Yes, I have a few folks in Toronto here, Alberta, in Jamaica, that has purchased it and reached out in regards to it.
Oh, okay. Well, Gloria, this was great. So are you writing another one? I gotta ask you.
Yes. They're already written. It's just a matter of getting to the computer, get them rough edited and put together before sending it out to the editor. But there's one about warm, harsh, cruel romance.
Wow. So that's very romantic, that one.
Yes, I'm hoping it will be out before the end of this year.
Okay. Well, we gotta bring it back on, Gloria, for that, so we can hear that one. That sounds like a little bit of a spicy one there. But I encourage people to buy the book. She has it in an ebook. You can get it in hardcover if you like, your hardcover books. Christmas inspiration, and it's not for just Christmas. Christmas 365 days a year, showing love all through the year, not just on one day or one holiday. So, I encourage people to get that. But anyways, I do want to thank you, Minister Gloria Raynor, for coming on and sharing this with us here today and everybody about your book. And you'll have the details out there shortly. So thank you.
Thank you very much, DBoss, for having me on. It was a pleasure. Looking forward to talking with you again. And I hope and trust for those who pick up a copy of the book, they will really enjoy it. And also send me your reviews when you read it so I can know how to make changes for the follow-up, because most likely there will be others following it in Christmas inspiration.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Go, just stay around for a bit after the show. But anyways, I do want to thank all the viewers today for tuning into Real Life Matters and watching this and the Christmas inspiration poems, and there's sections. So I encourage people to get that again, and also follow me. You can see it all on the screen there. Just takes a second, like Minister Gloria Raynor, go to her page. Encourage, just takes a second to do that. So anyways, I do want to thank everybody again for tuning in. So bye for now.
Thank you all.